Thank you guys. It's time for my final thought. There's a reality in America that must be addressed. Whenever trouble comes to our door, it will be the African American community that gets hit the hardest by it. This has been a truism for almost as long as this nation has existed. We saw it during the Great Depression. First to be laid off from jobs, African Americans dealt with an unemployment rate 2 to 3 times that of white Americans. We saw it during Katrina, images of seemingly forgotten African Americans stranded, waiting to be rescued. We saw it during the housing collapse, where African Americans were 70% more likely than their white counterparts to face foreclosure. Our societal inequity is real, and once again we're seeing the effects of it play out. The coronavirus is indiscriminate, but the impact of it, both economically and physically, are proven to be anything but equal. Take Illinois, for example. In that state, black people are 14% of the population, yet make up 42% of coronavirus-related deaths. Numbers like this are seen whenever race is considered when dealing with virus data, prompting lawmakers led by Elizabeth Warren and Ayanna Pressley to demand the CDC begin collecting and publishing information about the race of patients. Now, the CDC should already be collecting this, but it's not needed. All we need to do is look at history, a history of disparity in this country that Dr. Fauci acknowledged from the podium at yesterday's press conference, noting that when you look at the underlying conditions that led to death from coronavirus, African Americans are impacted disproportionately. He finished by saying,
"It's very sad. It's nothing we can do about it right now except to try and give them the best possible care to avoid those complications."
What is sad is that our nation has never truly addressed these underlying problems: inequities in healthcare and housing, inequities in food sourcing, inequities that leave black men afraid to wear masks in public even though the CDC recommends it. This pandemic could be a defining moment in the advancement of our nation. It could also be a moment that we do the thing that seems hard for us to do: confront and address the unfairness and injustice within our systems. Only by doing this can we escape the reality that African Americans and increasingly Latino Americans live with. If we don't, history shows us we'll be back here again. Thank you guys for joining us on this Wednesday. We're going to continue this conversation online. Make sure you check the app and website for continuing updates. Stay home, stay safe, stay smart, and lean on each other. Get up, DC.